Hello there. My name is Dr. William Johnson, and I am honored to welcome you back to the Lifewell Seniors channel. I hope you are feeling well and staying safe today. Before we dive in, I have a question for you. Where are you watching this video right now? Are you relaxing in your favorite recliner? Maybe seated by the window, enjoying the sunlight? Or perhaps watching from your kitchen while sipping a warm cup of coffee or tea? Wherever you are, take a moment to drop a quick comment below. I love hearing from our viewers. It helps us feel more connected as a community. Today's video is one I am truly excited to share with you. If you are over the age of 60 and you have been feeling a little unsteady on your feet, or noticing that your legs feel weaker than they used to, this video is for you. We are going to talk about 3 specific vitamins that can have a profound effect on your leg strength, balance, and overall confidence when walking or moving around. These are vitamins I recommend to my own patients, and they have made a significant breakthrough in the lives of many seniors I've worked with over the years. Here's what you are going to learn: why your legs may feel weaker as you age and how to change that. The 3 essential vitamins your muscles depend on. How to get them from food or supplements. How to safely include them in your daily routine. A bonus doctor's tip at the end that could be a turning point in your mobility. So, I encourage you stay with me until the very end. That last tip might just be the game changer you have been looking for. Also, if you enjoy videos that are easy to follow, packed with practical advice and made just for older adults, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Lifewell Seniors. And of course, turn on the bell icon so you never miss a new health-boosting tip. Now, are you ready to take the first step toward stronger legs and greater independence? Let us get started. Why leg strength matters. After 60. Let me begin with a simple but powerful question. When was the last time you really thought about the strength of your legs? Not just how far you can walk, but how steady you feel when you do it. For many older adults, leg weakness seems to creep in slowly. One day you are walking just fine, and the next you are reaching for furniture just to stay balanced. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. A natural process, but not inevitable. As we grow older, especially after the age of 60, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. In fact, studies show that most people lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade after age 30. That might not sound like much, but by the time we reach 70 or 80, it adds up. Less muscle means more weakness. And when the legs weaken, everything becomes harder: standing, walking, climbing stairs, even getting out of a chair. But here is the good news. This process can be slowed down and, in many cases, reversed. With the right nutrients and light movement, your muscles can regain function, and you can feel stronger, more stable, and more confident. The danger of weak legs. It's more than inconvenient. Weak legs do not just make things harder. They increase your risk of falling, and that is a serious matter. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 out of every 4 Americans over age 65 falls each year. And sadly, falls are the leading cause of both fatal and non-fatal injuries among older adults. A fall can lead to a broken hip, a long hospital stay, or even the loss of independence. But it does not have to be this way. By paying attention to your leg strength now, you give yourself a better chance of staying upright, independent, and mobile for years to come. The role of nerves, balance, and muscle function. It is not just the size of the muscle that matters, it is how it works with your nervous system. The nerves that tell your legs to move can slow down or become damaged with age. This can make it harder to catch yourself if you stumble or to react quickly when standing or stepping. That is where certain vitamins come into play. They help support both muscle function and nerve communication, 2 of the most important systems when it comes to standing tall and walking confidently. We will cover those in just a moment. But first, let me share a story. A real-life turnaround. Mary's story. Mary is 70 years old. When I first met her, she had just experienced a minor fall in her backyard. Nothing broke, thankfully, but it scared her. She said, "Doctor, I do not want this to happen again. I feel like my legs are not mine anymore." We ran some basic tests, and sure enough, her balance and leg strength were below average for her age. She also had low levels of vitamin D and vitamin B12, both of which we will talk about in just a moment. After 6 weeks of proper vitamin support light exercise and tracking her habits, Mary told me, "Doctor, I walked around the grocery store today without holding onto the cart, and I was not afraid." Moments like that are why I do what I do. And if you have ever felt like your legs are not as steady as they once were, you can get that confidence back too. A gentle check-in. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a moment where you felt unsure on your feet? Maybe it was getting out of bed, stepping off a curb, or trying to carry groceries inside. If so, I want you to know it is nothing to be ashamed of. It is more common than you think. If that sounds like you, I invite you to type the word balance in the comments below. Sharing your experience helps others feel less alone and helps me know what topics to focus on in future videos. The next step. Now that we understand why leg strength is so essential after 60 and what is at stake if we ignore it, let us move forward. In the next section, I will introduce you to the first vitamin your legs truly need. It is one that many older adults do not get enough of, and one that has a direct impact on muscle function, nerve health, and fall prevention. Can you guess what it is? Stay with me. We are just getting to the good part. Vitamin number 1, vitamin D. Now let us talk about the first vitamin your legs need to stay strong and steady, vitamin D. You have probably heard of this one before. It is often called the sunshine vitamin, and for good reason. Your body can make vitamin D when your skin is exposed to sunlight, but as we get older, something changes. Our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D, and at the same time, we tend to spend less time outdoors. That means many older adults in America end up deficient without even realizing it. What does vitamin D do? Vitamin D plays a critical role in muscle function. It helps your body absorb calcium, which keeps your bones strong, but it also affects how your muscles contract, respond, and recover. Without enough vitamin D, your legs may feel weak, wobbly, slow to respond. Over time, this can contribute to falls or difficulty walking even short distances. And here is the most important part. Multiple studies have found a clear link between low vitamin D and increased risk of falling in older adults. In fact, a Harvard Medical School study showed that older adults who took vitamin D supplements reduced their fall risk by as much as 20%. How to know if you are deficient? The only way to know for sure is a simple blood test called a 25-hydroxyvitamin D test. Your doctor can order it during a routine checkup. What is a healthy level? Most experts agree that a vitamin D level between 30 and 50 nanograms per milliliter is ideal for older adults. Below 20 is considered deficient. If it has been a while since your last talk to your doctor or even your pharmacist about it. How much vitamin D do you need for adults over 60? The recommended daily amount is between 800 and 2,000 international units IU. Some people need even more depending on their current levels. In my practice, I often recommend 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day, especially during the winter months when sunlight is limited. But remember, before starting any new supplement, it is best to check with your healthcare provider. Where can you get vitamin D? You have a few great options. Sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes of morning sun on your face and arms can help, especially before 10:00 a.m. when the sun is gentle. Food. Fatty fish like salmon and tuna, fortified milk egg yolks, and fortified breakfast cereals. Supplements available in soft gels, chewables, and drops. Look for vitamin D3 cholecalciferol, which is more effective than D2. If you are someone who avoids the sun, has darker skin, or lives in northern states, you are more likely to need a supplement. A story to inspire you. One of my patients, Jack, 68 years old, told me last year, "I thought my legs were just weak because I was getting older. I never guessed it had anything to do with vitamins." After checking his levels, we found his vitamin D was just 18, well below normal. We started him on a daily supplement, and within 6 weeks he said, "My legs feel firmer. I am walking longer without needing a break." It is incredible what one simple change can do. Let's check in. Your turn. Now I want to hear from you. Have you had your vitamin D levels checked in the past year? If yes, type D checked in the comments. If not, just type need to check. Your comment could remind someone else to get theirs tested too. That is the power of community. Final thought on vitamin D. Think of vitamin D as a foundation for your legs. Without it, your muscles cannot perform at their best. With it, you give your body a much better chance to stay strong, stable, and confident. And if you are not getting enough from food or the sun, do not worry. That is why we have supplements. Simple, safe, effective. Now that we have covered vitamin D, let us move on to the next essential vitamin 1 that directly affects your nerves, energy, and balance. Stick with me. This next part could explain why your feet sometimes feel numb or why you are not quite as steady as you used to be. Vitamin number 2, vitamin B12. Let us talk about the second essential vitamin for stronger legs, vitamin B12. This is one most people do not often think about, but for older adults, especially those over 60, a B12 deficiency can be a silent contributor to leg weakness, numbness, and balance problems. Why vitamin B12 matters. Vitamin B12 supports your nervous system, helps produce red blood cells, and keeps your brain and muscles working together. Your legs are not just powered by muscle, they rely heavily on nerve signals. Those signals tell your legs when and how to move. When B12 is low, those signals can slow down, become erratic, or misfire completely. That is when things start to feel off, like you are walking on sand or losing your sense of footing. Signs you might be low on B12. Sometimes it sneaks up on you. Here are some common symptoms: numbness or tingling in your feet or hands, trouble with balance even on flat ground, feeling tired all the time even after rest, memory slips or foggy thinking. If you nodded to any of these, it might be time to look into your B12 levels. And just like vitamin D, a simple blood test can tell you everything you need to know. How common is B12 deficiency? More common than most people realize. According to the National Institutes of Health, up to 15% of older adults in the United States are deficient in B12. Why? As we age, our stomachs produce less acid, which is needed to absorb B12 from food. And if you take medications like proton pump inhibitors, metformin, or certain diabetes drugs, your absorption may be even lower. How much do you need? The recommended daily intake for adults is 2.4 micrograms. But for seniors, especially those with absorption issues, higher doses like 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day may be more appropriate in supplement form. The good news is that B12 is water-soluble, so your body will naturally excrete any extra it does not need. Still, I always recommend checking with your healthcare provider before starting a new supplement. Where can you get B12? There are a few great sources: animal products, beef liver, salmon eggs, dairy milk, and chicken, fortified foods, cereals, nutritional yeast, supplements available as tablets, sublingual drops, and injections. If you are a vegetarian or vegan, you are more likely to need a supplement. A patient story: Evelyn's balance breakthrough. Let me share the story of Evelyn. She is 72 lives alone and walks her dog twice a day. She came to see me after falling on her front steps, not because of clumsiness, but because she said her legs felt disconnected. We ran tests and found that her B12 level was significantly low, just under 200 picograms per milliliter. We started her on 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin daily, that is a highly absorbable form of B12. Within a few weeks, she told me, "Doctor, I feel grounded again, like my feet actually know what they are doing." It is amazing what this vitamin can do when your body finally gets what it needs. Let's interact. What's your favorite source? Here is a fun check-in for you. What is your favorite B12-rich food? Are you a fan of eggs for breakfast? Maybe you love a slice of grilled salmon with lunch. Drop a comment below and tell us what is one food you enjoy that gives you a boost of B12. And if you are not sure, just type "need ideas," and I will reply with some helpful suggestions. Final thought on vitamin B12. This vitamin is like a quiet assistant, always working in the background, keeping your balance, your thoughts, and your nerves in sync. But when it is missing, things fall out of rhythm. That is why checking your B12 levels and staying topped up is not just about avoiding fatigue, it is about protecting your mobility, your safety, and your peace of mind. Now that we have covered the nervous system, let us move on to a third and final vitamin 1 that helps your muscles relax, recover, and stay cramp-free. If you have ever woken up at night with a painful leg cramp, you will not want to miss this next part. Vitamin number 3, magnesium. Now let us turn our attention to the third key vitamin for stronger, healthier legs: magnesium. This one often flies under the radar, but it plays an essential role in your muscle health. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can cramp, tighten up, or become overly fatigued, especially in your legs. If you have ever been woken up in the middle of the night with a sharp leg cramp, magnesium might be the missing piece in your wellness puzzle. What does magnesium do? Magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly. It also supports your nervous system, helps regulate blood pressure, and even promotes restful sleep. But today we are focusing on its role in preventing muscle tightness, spasms, and leg fatigue. When your magnesium levels are low, muscles have a harder time functioning properly. You might notice nighttime leg cramps, twitching or tight calves, restless legs, overall weakness after walking. And here is the surprising part: about 50% of older adults do not get enough magnesium in their diet. How to tell if you're low in magnesium? Unfortunately, magnesium deficiency can be hard to spot at first. It builds up gradually. Some early signs include cramps or muscle spasms, especially in your feet or legs, difficulty sleeping or feeling restless at night, irregular heartbeat, feelings of fatigue or anxiety. If you are experiencing any of these, it may be worth asking your doctor for a blood magnesium test. Even if your test is within the normal range, you might still benefit from a slight boost, especially if cramps and muscle fatigue are common for you. How much magnesium do you need? According to the National Institutes of Health, the recommended daily allowance is 420 milligrams for men, 320 milligrams for women. However, if you are supplementing, the form of magnesium matters. Some forms are more easily absorbed than others. I usually recommend magnesium glycinate for relaxation and muscle recovery, magnesium citrate for digestion and regularity. Avoid magnesium oxide. It is less absorbable and more likely to cause stomach upset. Start low, around 200 milligrams per day, and increase gradually as needed. Always check with your healthcare provider first. What foods are high in magnesium? You can also get magnesium naturally from your diet. Here are some excellent sources: spinach and leafy greens, pumpkin seeds and almonds, avocados, whole grains like brown rice, dark chocolate, 70% cacao or more. A simple way to remember: green seeds and grains. Even small changes like adding a handful of nuts or some sautéed spinach to your lunch can make a real difference. A case study. Richard's story. Richard, age 69, came to my office complaining of frequent leg cramps that woke him up at night. He had already tried stretching, staying hydrated, and using warm compresses, but nothing helped long term. We reviewed his diet, and it turned out he was getting very little magnesium. We added a daily magnesium glycinate supplement of 300 milligrams, and within 2 weeks the cramps almost completely stopped. He told me, "Doctor, I can finally sleep through the night without jolting out of bed." It was a simple fix, but life-changing for him. A gentle check-in. Now let me ask you, do you experience leg cramps, especially at night? If so, type the word cramp in the comments. I read everyone, and I might even share a few extra tips in a future video based on your responses. And if cramps are not a problem for you, type smooth legs. Let us celebrate that together. Final thoughts on magnesium. Magnesium might not get as much attention as other vitamins, but it is a quiet powerhouse when it comes to muscle health and nighttime comfort. Adding magnesium-rich foods or a carefully chosen supplement can help your muscles recover, reduce spasms, and give you more freedom to move. Especially when combined with vitamin D and B12, magnesium completes the trio that supports stronger, steadier legs. Next up, we are going to talk about how to combine these 3 vitamins in your daily routine and what to watch for when taking supplements. So stick with me. This next part could help you feel more confident and in control of your wellness journey. Putting it all together: dosage, routine, and journaling. By now, you have learned about the 3 key vitamins that support stronger, steadier legs. Vitamin D for strength and bone health. Vitamin B12 for nerves and energy. Magnesium for muscle relaxation and cramp prevention. Now let us pull everything together and talk about how to safely add these to your daily routine in a way that is practical, easy, and effective. Recommended daily dosages recap. Here is a simple table to help you remember vitamin suggested daily amount notes. Vitamin D, 1000 to 2000 IU. With food, especially fats, vitamin B12 500 to 1000 micrograms. Morning is best magnesium 300 to 400 milligrams, glycinate citrate evening with meal or tea. These ranges are safe for most older adults, but your personal needs may vary. Please speak with your doctor or pharmacist before starting anything new, especially if you are on medications or managing chronic conditions. Timing matters. The time of day and how you take each vitamin can make a real difference in how well your body absorbs and uses them. Vitamin D works best when taken with your largest meal of the day, ideally something with healthy fat like eggs or avocado toast. Vitamin B12 is best absorbed in the morning when your energy demands are highest. Magnesium has a calming effect. Try taking it with dinner or a warm evening drink. It may also help you sleep better. And here is a tip from my clinic. Avoid taking all three at once. Spacing them out gives your body time to absorb and use each one more efficiently. Important medication considerations. Certain medications can affect how these vitamins work or how your body absorbs them. Vitamin D can interact with some steroids and weight loss drugs. B12 absorption is reduced by acid blockers, diabetes medications like metformin, and alcohol use. Magnesium may interfere with antibiotics or blood pressure medications if taken at the same time. That is why it is so important to review your full medication list with your provider before adding supplements. Start a health journal. Now here is something simple but powerful. Start a health journal. Write down each day what you took, vitamins or medications, how you felt, energy, balance, sleep, mood, any symptoms, cramps, weakness, stiffness, what you ate and how active you were. Over time, this will help you and your doctor see patterns and track improvements. Even just jotting down 3 things a day can make a huge difference in motivation and clarity. Let's check in. Do you keep a journal? Now I would love to hear from you. Do you already keep a health journal? Type journal yes if you do or journal no if not. And if you are interested, I can share a free printable journal template in a future video. Just comment. Need a tracker and I will make sure it happens. Final encouragement. Combining these 3 vitamins with simple, consistent tracking can be a game changer for your mobility, your strength, and your peace of mind. You are not just taking pills, you are investing in your freedom, your safety, and your joy in daily living. Coming up next, we will bring it all together with a quick summary, bonus tips, and a few gentle exercises that can help you make the most of everything we just covered. Stay with me. We are almost there. You have made it to the final stretch of today's video, and I want to say thank you. Taking time to learn about your health is one of the most powerful steps you can take, not just for your legs, but for your independence, confidence, and overall well-being. Let us take a moment to recap the key points we covered together, your 3 essential vitamins. Number 1. Vitamin D supports your muscles and bones, helps prevent falls, best taken with food and sunshine. Ideal range 1000 to 2000 IU daily. Number 2. Vitamin B12 fuels your nerves, improves energy, helps with balance. Can reduce numbness and tingling. Take in the morning for best absorption. Ideal dose 500 to 1000 micrograms daily. Number 3. Magnesium keeps your muscles relaxed and cramp-free. Supports your nervous system and sleep. Take in the evening with a meal. Ideal dose 300 to 400 milligrams daily. Together, these vitamins form a foundation of strength, and when taken consistently, they can help you feel more in control of your legs, your balance, and your movement. One simple change can be a turning point. Remember Mary Evelyn and Richard, 3 of my real-life patients. What did they have in common? They listened to their bodies. They took action. They stayed consistent. And they each experienced a positive change in just a few weeks. You do not need a complete lifestyle overhaul to see improvement. Sometimes just one small addition like a daily supplement or a walk in the sun can be a catalyst for change. A doctor's tip: make it easy to remember. Here is something I tell all my patients: link your vitamin routine to something you already do. For example, take your vitamin D with your breakfast smoothie. Place your B12 next to your toothbrush. Keep your magnesium near your evening tea or on your dinner table. Routine leads to consistency, and consistency leads to results. Gentle exercises to support your progress. If your legs are feeling stronger or you are just getting started, here are a few simple exercises to build on your vitamin support. Chair squats. Sit and stand from a chair 10 times a day. Heel raises. Hold a countertop. Raise your heels slowly and lower. Repeat 10 times. One leg balance. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth 30 seconds each leg. These take less than 5 minutes a day and they work wonders over time. Final call to action. Let's stay connected. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of the 3 vitamins do you plan to start taking or already use, and why? Drop your answer in the comments below. Your thoughts are important to us. They help shape future videos and they create a sense of community right here on Lifewell Seniors. Also, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. Subscribe to Lifewell Seniors and turn on notifications so you never miss a new tip. Your support truly helps this channel grow and reach more seniors who can benefit from information like this. One final word of encouragement. Getting older does not mean giving up your strength, your balance, or your independence. It just means getting a little wiser about how we take care of our bodies. You are not alone on this journey. We are here to walk it with you step by step, day by day. Thank you for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video where we will explore 5 simple balance exercises to help you stay on your feet and feel more confident with every step. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and stay well.